Now we are going to do the hand stitches. We start from blind stitch. Blind stitch. You can see here, blind, as in you cannot see so much of what is coming out. The important thing is that suppose this was the hem of a cloth, it can hold it together. You can use invisible thread to do this, or use the same color of thread with the fabric. Now what do? Your thread in your needle, you tie the end, and then you fold your 10 by 10 where you mark 1 inches. You fold it this way. Okay, see, fold that 3, 1, 2, 3, the 3 lines. So you fold it on the line 1, line 2. Make sure it's straight. You start, I like starting from the right, but if you are left-handed, you can start from your left, wherever you are comfortable. To give it a good finishing and make it neat, you start from the inside. You insert your needle inside and do that. Then you pick a little, just a little of the fabric and sew. And then the same place that stitch came out, you insert the needle in there, in the hole. Note that it doesn't come out here, the needle doesn't show out there, the needle doesn't show here, it's inside here, it's inside the fold. When you do that, you bring it out on the line that you folded, and you pick the fabric once again, a little, very little, pick very little there, and you bring it out again, and you go right into the fold, just where you came out from. You go in there into the fold. See, it goes in here and comes out here in the fold. You be careful not to allow it to come out. You notice that it's just a little showing here. It doesn't show there's any stitch, but it has held this fabric together. So you do that again. It's a little bit tricky, but with patience and constant practice you get it. What you do just is on, it's called the running stitch. Running stitch, or you can also call it bursting stitch. Running or bursting is used to hold fabric together temporarily. Maybe you are not ready to sew it yet, you just want to hold it down in case you don't have iron to iron it. You can make it big, can make it small, it depends. And also, if you are trying to do gathered and you don't want to use machine, you can make it small. The length of the stitches will be smaller. When you make the length of the stitches smaller and you pull it, at the end of it, you'll be able to gather your clothes. Okay? So there we go. There we go. Okay, let's take hemming stitches. Hemming, just as the name goes, hemming is mostly used to hem the clothes, to hold it together. You can hem any part of the clothes. So it is the most common one. But every other one that we are learning is serve the same purpose, only that in different forms depending on what you want. So this one goes this way. You pick it up here. Now, unlike the blind stitch we learned before, you pick from outside. You pick the fabric from outside with your thread and needle. You pick from outside. The length is determined by you. You may want it long, you may want it short. Okay? You may want it to be short length. You may want it to be longer. So you keep picking from outside. You keep picking from outside. There you go. This one is herringbone. Most times you use it to design clothes. If you really don't just want to sew the edges, you want a finishing that looks like embroidery, it's part of it. There are a lot of embroidery stitches. This is just one of the simplest one you can use to design, especially baby clothes, your kaftan, boys clothes, or just any kind of design. It's very simple, so just watch as I do it. You start there and you pick from down. This is where the thread is, so you pick from here and hold it down, and then we are going to be doing doing it in triangle form. Now I turn my thread this way because I want it to lock, and then I pick from up there. I want to do a kind of triangle, go this way, this way, this way, zigzag that way. So I now move this. This is supposed to go under here. When it goes, I hold it back and it gives me, it pulls the other thread, and I come back here. See where the thread is. I'm holding my thumb to hold it down, and I pick another one. From down, I hold this, and so it gives me my triangle. And I go again and pick another one here for another triangle. Okay, so my thread goes under the needle. My thread goes under the needle. I pull it up to give me the second triangle, and I keep going. This is the next one. Okay, so you can try that. It's quite easy. Blanket stitch. The blanket stitch. Now the blanket stitch, just like you see some of the blankets around, you see this kind of stitches. Some you may have them this loop at the top edge here. Some you may have at the bottom here. Whichever way, the important thing is that it holds this fabric down. So we are going to do that now. Let's try to hold this one down first. Okay, and like this, Abby. All right, are we going? Okay, so you put this one from here up and then back again to start the stitch. Just bring it out at the same point. Now this is the first one that you have, so we are going to do the second one just like we did the herringbone. You move your thread this way to help you form the loop. You can space it wide enough as much as you want. You can make it closer. If you want it to be as wide as this, you can do it, or you want it to be closer, you can do it. The important thing is that your design needs to be on the same straight line. If you are not sure of it being straight, you can draw a line so you follow the line so that your work will be neat. Okay, so you keep going. This time around it's not a triangle, it's like you are doing M or I throughout. You see that? It's quite easy. So that's the blanket stitch. You try that.